Hello guys, welcome back. So, I hope you like the audio quality. If you don't, please let me know in the comments. And yeah. Okay guys, so we're gonna be reacting to some Pop the Balloon moments. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a American YouTube channel that basically like gets people on. You know what? I'll put the link to the video in the description because it's too much for me to make sense. But let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
See, I might roll on it. Backward after backward.
Also, please don't copyright me. I'll put your details in the description whoever has this video. Thank you. Alright.
See, I might roll on it. Backward after backward, how I smoke. See, I might roll on it. Backward after.
Probably a song promotion.
Really, you feel me? I work hard. I got 3 different businesses, you feel me? I'm an owner of something. Like I got a full-time job. Like I want to be loved, but I don't mind a woman have her own thing going on. I ain't no hater. Okay, you feel me? We get to it together.
You got kids?
I got 1 son.
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
so you don't mind a woman with kids?
Hell no, hell no.
You want more?
Yes, I wouldn't mind. You feel me? The mother of my child has her own family going on. You feel me? So it's not like I got any drama going on. I just financially see my son when I'm able to see him. You feel me? So, you feel me? I don't mind a woman who have her own.
You got your own space out here too?
Hell yeah, I do my own thing.
Let me know something now.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Several months later.
So, when I asked on the show, you got your own space out here too?
Hell yeah, I do my own thing.
He announced, yeah. To me, yet again, if you say yeah, I'm thinking you have your own, you're established out here. So when I asked him if he did, I was like, I hope you weren't lying. You do actually have your own space out here. And then he was like, oh no, he was like, I was lying. I live with my grandma. And I was like, what? Like, you just.
I got 3 different businesses, you feel me? I'm an owner of something. Like
I told her I was feeling down, girl. She lit up the sage and she smudged me.
The way the body is, yeah, we like that, you know? But it was, for me, it was the kind of that sarcasm, and your facial expressions was real strong, and I was like, I can't do it. And then lastly, I don't know, I just wasn't getting positive energy from it. So, I was like, I might have to light some Palo Santo around you just to bring some positive energy, around you and everything. But yeah, that was why I popped my balloon.
What? Anything you have to say in regards to that?
You know what? Perception is reality. I don't think you really know me, but I can understand off of optics. We all have our own point of view and our perspectives. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I am very sarcastic. I like to be funny. I like to joke. So it can be off-putting to a few folks, and that's your preference. It's cool.
And then you come here pretending there is a serious issue to avoid facing the fact that you gain.
Okay. And sir, if we can have your name, how old you are, and why you popped your balloon.
Yes, my name is Elam, and I'm 38 years old. I popped my balloon not because you're not gorgeous, not because some men can't hold space for your emotions, but for me, it was the weight loss. And while we are all proud of you for losing the weight, I am considering the risk long term. You may have health problems down the line that we may have to work with, and the habits that you've developed over time are going to be challenging to upkeep in your 40s and 50s and 60s. So for me, I'm concerned about your health.
Come on now, dog.
A long period of time.
Come on, man.
That's a one.
Okay. And any response to that?
I am vegan-ish. I don't eat beef, pork, chicken, cholesterol, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no nothing. I'm completely healthy. My blood pressure is A1. I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I strength train as well. I eat very clean. I'm just in a thicker body, very physically fit. Outside the clothes. But to each his own. If you're worried about health things, just because somebody's in a smaller frame doesn't make them healthier than me. And to be honest with you, I'm a little thick, but I can run with the big boys or the big girls. I get down in the gym, baby. I do it all. So I understand.
Joseph Smith. I'm 37.
And Joseph, what do you do?
I'm an Uber and Lyft driver full time.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I don't know. It's the knee, the right knee. It got something going on. I don't know what it is. I got eczema. And I use coconut oil. Yeah, zoom in on that.
Please.
I just don't know why it's like that. So I seen it and I was like, she not gonna take my coconut oil regimen seriously.
Okay, first of all, what I'm gonna say is, yeah, these guys have got no chill out, absolutely whatsoever, yeah. And the fact that it's said to the camera, zoom in. Could never be me. Alright, anyway, let's carry on.
Okay.
Everything else looked moisturized, you know, but I seen that and that was kind of a red flag. That's it. That's the only thing.
Just the knee.
Just the knee, right one.
Dang. You just did me.
No, I mean, everything else is good. You beautiful, but that right there, to me, I gotta be moisturized.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I actually failed.
You fell?
I failed.
And I was thinking of something like that. I
fell in this healing process.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
you gotta take care of it. You gotta take care of it.
Yeah, it's healing. So.
Yeah.
We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Kayla. I'm 23. I just popped it just because I don't like your outfit.
Sure.
I like your face. I like your height. I like everything about you. Like, if you had something different on, I would definitely be like, pick me. Oh, anime. Not that either. Pokemon.
So that's a deal breaker?
No, I don't know. It's just childish. But if you would have probably took the flannel.
Just be real. Why don't you just say yes? If don't say it, fucking hell.
Maybe.
Sure.
It would have gave a little bit more, but you making me hot standing in front of me. So yeah.
Sure.
But that's it.
No worries.
And your name's Chandler.
Yeah. Women.
So
Like the city.
interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
No worries.
So we do have an unpopped balloon
Yeah,
here.
definitely.
If we can have your name and age.
Hi, my name is Mishna. I'm 23.
Okay. And Mishna, why do you still have your balloon unpopped?
Well, with all of my fellow colleagues, they had a lot of good points, but I feel like when it comes to your outfit, you could always change your clothes.
Yeah.
And I feel like when she was talking about anime, I'm a big anime nerd.
Perfect.
And she was saying, oh, anime is childish. I'm like,
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
the way you were responding to the other lady's answers, it wasn't defensive. It wasn't like, well, I know I'm good looking. Like, but you seem very nice. You seem very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm looking for someone nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So let's walk on up here.
Yeah.
Come on up. Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. Yes, ma'am.
She decent, but you know, she's still over her ex. She got some shit going on with her ex. She got to figure that out first.
No, I really don't. I just, when I see her repetition, I know to go the opposite way. So.
You projecting on the next man.
I'm not projecting, but okay.
You gonna figure it out though.
For sure. I'll take whatever you say.
You be good,
Next.
That pop, baby.
Oh, pop again.
Let's go down on over here. All right. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon because you quiet.
Then the bench. I'm always quiet.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I'm loud.
I can tell.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
You be alright though, baby. You be alright.
Okay. And is she your type?
Not at all. But you alright. Somebody gonna be there for you.
Somebody will.
Just not me.
Yeah. That's why I popped my balloon. Yeah.
You'll be
Okay.
alright. You'll be
Next.
alright, baby.
Next.
You'll be alright, baby.
Next.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Karma. I'm 24. For me, it just did not work. I didn't feel like I had chemistry or wasn't fully attracted to you, and I feel like that counts if we are going to be going through a dating show, you know?
Yes, the feeling is definitely mutual. So that's okay. Thank you. You did me a favor.
You know, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have a great day.
Thank you, Queen. You too.
Okay. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon?
Brianna, 26. My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms. You know, women I deal with, they don't have hair on their arms.
Don't do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest,
Don't do
Queen.
too much.
You know, I don't like that. That's all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body parts,
You just wasn't
but
looking at
that's
my
not
eyes.
what it is.
That's
No, I was
all
looking at the
pointing
hair
out.
on your
Anyways,
arms, Queen.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in heels and you ain't tall enough.
Okay.
My name is Kayla. I'm 23. Originally, I was not going to pop my balloon because I know a lot of them popped it because he was being, I guess, arrogant. But to me, I like my man that's not going to sit in every girl's face and, you know, complimenting them, you know? So I didn't find that offensive to me. But you kind of got a little bit catty with me. You a little sassy just a little bit. And since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm going to get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute. You need to relax. You stocky as hell. And I was trying to be respectful, but like you was really coming out like I didn't like it. I'm from the South and I can handle like a lot of criticism and stuff like that, but the way you was coming, you just ain't like you got it all like that. And I guarantee you probably got a roommate at home.
Damn.
And it's just not giving anymore.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, Queen. I'm a licensed plumber, you know, and you're not even qualified to even
You
dealing
say
with
everybody
me.
not qualified.
You definitely not. You know, if anything, it was one of these two. I wasn't even looking your way. You
And the
ain't
one
my
that you
type.
wanted popped
If I
out
seen, that's fine.
So what?
Okay. All right. We're gonna extend this video just a little bit because this video ain't long enough. So, what we're gonna do is watch The Most Honest Man on Chinese dating shows. I'm gonna keep the subtitles on, just in case, you know. And yeah, we'll see how it is. This better be good, I swear to God. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
在你家里住了11个朋友，那你家的房子得多大呀？
告诉他多大？那是租的。
我在上海工作的呀，那你会为了我去上海吗？
不会。
This is, without a doubt, the most direct and inflexible man who has ever appeared on a dating show stage. Alone, he managed to transform the setting of a date into a stand-up comedy monologue, leaving the audience amazed and even winning a public declaration of love from host Meng and has achieved financial freedom. He was once the owner of a coal mine and is now entering the real estate market, taking advantage of all opportunities that arise. This extraordinary and impressive resume naturally sparked the interest of Meng. The man responded directly that he wanted to get married next year. When confronted about how he would find time for that while focusing entirely on his business, he answered without hesitation that he would dedicate the nights to love. The young man's frank response provoked laughter from everyone present. In fact, upon closer analysis, the young man's logic wasn't wrong. Could be considered one of the greatest challenges of the century. The young man hesitated briefly for 2 seconds before giving a simple and direct answer, stating that the duration of the calls didn't matter. He laughed and asked if she surrendered, demonstrating his business mindset. While others were still processing the questions, he had already identified the core of the issue. The atmosphere became slightly awkward, but the participant, being experienced, wasn't intimidated and continued questioning his nighttime. This sudden promise left the participant speechless. While she appeared embarrassed and hesitant, another participant intervened with a question about the habit of men from Beijing to tease others, wanting to know if he also had this behavior. The young man frankly responded that he didn't like others teasing him. When specifically asked if he would tease someone a little overweight, he responded with a simple no. The young man's response was genuinely sincere. He was not only handsome and wealthy, but also honest and simple. These qualities quickly attracted the attention of a participant who considered herself very beautiful, who made a declaration of love with a sweet voice. When she mentioned that she worked in Shanghai and asked if he would move there for her, he directly responded that he would not. His sharp words fell like a slap in the face. Even through the screen, the participant's embarrassment was palpable. However, the young man's direct speech won the heart of host Meng Fei. Meng Fei expressed his admiration for this type of male participant. He commented on how surprising it was that such a direct man won the hearts of so many girls. One participant observed that he was a very cheerful boy, a characteristic that she greatly appreciated. The activities he used to do no longer provided him with the same stimulation, and that he was on the program for that reason. Lu Jiao insisted, questioning why it wasn't fun and what exactly wasn't things. As an example, he mentioned that after breaking up with his last girlfriend, he felt very sad, but now he no longer remembered how they met or how they broke up. He confessed to liking lively environments and fearing solitude, which is why he lived with 11 other people, describing the environment as a very fun collective lodging. This special ability was certainly beneficial to him, after all, the white moon in someone's heart. Therefore, after the video, 3 participants chose to turn off their lights. The next participant asked a direct question about the size of his house, since he had mentioned living with 11 friends. He responded in a serious but strangely vague manner, saying only that the house was large and rented. The unusual response provoked laughter from the audience, while the young man, confused, simply explained that he liked living with friends and appreciated the lively atmosphere. Some participants expressed distrust, questioning how someone who described himself as stingy would accept living with so many people. When asked if he didn't mind others eating and using his things, he explained that his stinginess had no relation to that. He clarified that he paid the rent, bought the food, and drove the car, and that his friends also had their own cars. At this point, everyone understood that when he referred to being stingy, he was specifically talking about jealousy in relationships. He quickly exemplified by saying that he would simply ignore her. A young man so pure, cute, and rich naturally aroused the interest of the participants, who were visibly enchanted. Finally, the moment of choice arrived. Before the participants could present themselves, the young man requested to see their everyday photos. As all were wearing makeup on the program, this request caused panic among the participants. The host suggested, jokingly, giving them 20 minutes to remove their makeup, a proposal that the young man readily accepted. It was evident that the young man had no embarrassment regarding women, leaving the host, who only intended to make a joke, not knowing how to react. When asked if he really wanted to see them without makeup, he admitted that he was just joking and didn't expect the young man to take it seriously, acknowledging that, as a host, he should be careful with his words, as demonstrating true professionalism. The host managed to navigate the embarrassing situation skillfully. Soon came the moment for the young man's questions, who surprised everyone by asking who would like to accompany him to Beijing. Before the participants could react, he complimented by informing that he would leave that same night, with a flight scheduled for 8 p.m. This bossy CEO style left the girls momentarily speechless. The participant who had aroused his interest responded indirectly, suggesting that if they were together, they would certainly have many fights, to the point where her cell phone would be destroyed multiple times. The participant's message was clear. She had many options and wasn't willing to give them all up for a single person. Noticing the situation, questions. She happily declared that she would take him away and that she was very happy, with the ticket already reserved. Fortunately, the young man maintained his lucidity at the crucial moment and managed to win the girl he desired, to the relief of the host, who had been worried throughout the program. Throughout the entire dating process, such a direct and inflexible man managed to find love. The question remains, were the participants interested in him due to his frank personality or his wealth?
Now, leave a comment about what you think of this man's participation in the show. He was one of the contestants I enjoyed watching the most. I made a brief summary of what happened on the show, but it's much funnier in the original version. Since I can't just take the whole video and add subtitles, I tried to make a short recap of what happened. If you like this kind of content, I really recommend learning a bit of Chinese. Chinese platform.
Okay, so that was an interesting video. Wow, okay. I mean, it seems definitely that the girls, were very, like, as soon as they saw him, they were like, yeah, I'm gonna go for him. But yeah. Alright, interesting video. Very interesting. Video, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, I'm not bothered. That's fine. If you want to, it'd be very helpful. And yeah.